Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I want to give you some thoughts here because we've got a lot of moving parts here right now with the Dallas Cowboys. We've got Stephon Gilmore, who's at the Star, which having that veteran presence, I dare say they shouldn't have let him go last year. Okay, can we all agree on that one? That would have definitely helped our secondary having him on the roster, but the Cowboys decided not to. Forgive me, it's a lot of dust and pollen out here. I just finished cutting the grass, so got a bunch of that in my throat. But that's great to hear that they're looking at veterans. They're looking for cost-effective veterans, which is what they always do. And we hear one of the things Jerry Jones has kind of admitted and alluded to, along with Stephen Jones basically saying that they're not done yet, that they're looking for making moves and trades. They kind of confirmed that they would be looking to move around in the draft and make trades to make the team better. Now, Dak Prescott in the offseason talked about, kind of hinted at a big trade for the Cowboys being made. I don't know if that was a promise to them or if this is something that they've been working on for a while or what, or if this is actually a real possibility. But it seems like there is momentum for the Cowboys to make some moves. Now, here's the reality of it is because we did so little last year that we not only have to do work for this year, we got to make up for the work that we didn't do last year. And we are way behind as far as the curve goes. Now, I like the way the team is beginning to reshape themselves, that they're not looking at just a bunch of over-the-hill guys that are just cheap, that they've gotten a mix of players, with Dante Fowler coming back, and if you actually get Stephon Gilmore, I think that actually right there improves your defense tremendously. Because, let's be clear here. Who would you rather see out there? Ceylon Carson or Stephon Gilmore, even at his advanced age? I'm going to say Stephon Gilmore would be definitely a right move. And if it's a case of where later in the season you get Overshown back and you get Trayvon Diggs back, that's like a bump that you would get going into the playoffs if the Cowboys are there at the playoff position. So you have to like those kinds of moves. Now, we heard this morning that one of the teams that's definitely interested in making a move is Denver. Excuse me. I think I'm getting allergies at this age. I've never had allergies before, but I'm beginning to think I'm getting them. They're looking, excuse me. Denver is looking to move up in the draft. And it may be that they want to get a young wide receiver to go ahead and put with Bo Nix. People will argue that the Cowboys should stay right where they are and just take the receiver. And when looking at what the possibilities for scenarios would be is they're talking about Courtland Sutton. Courtland Sutton, who will be, he's 29 years old. He is an older player, but still has meat on the bone. Now, the thing that I was seeing some people writing on Twitter and saying that would be stupid to go ahead and get Courtland Sutton for a 1-year rental. Well, I could actually say you could actually put an extension on there, 2-3 year extension, and still have him productive for a couple of years now. And if we're talking about trading back, would you rather get Courtland Sutton or a second round pick? Because we're talking about trading back. We're talking about picking up maybe a second round pick. When we traded back for Micah, it was only a couple spaces. We got a third round pick. So we're talking about trading back 8 spaces. You'd have to imagine that'd be a first and a second, maybe a later pick in the draft is what you would get. Doing this takes care of 2 positions. I'm just like, it's hot out here. This takes care of 2 positions. This takes care of getting your wide receiver and gives you the pick that you can probably get your running back or offensive lineman. And it seems like now, with the press conference that's here, the Cowboys seem to be open to just about anything. That they're still trying to plug holes and be able to take the best player available. And that may be an offensive lineman, it may be a wide receiver, it may be a running back. But they're trying to get in that position where anything is possible. And they're definitely trying to upgrade the roster more than they usually do. Usually they kind of pretty much say, as we've heard Stephen Jones say many times before, we're right up there with in regular season wins with the Kansas City Chiefs. And, we look at that and say that, we've already got ourselves a good team. And it's like, yeah, Stephen, you don't have a clue, bro. You don't have a clue. Be that as it may, it seems like they're trying to amass talent, a lot of it. And at the moment, you can see that not everybody that they signed is going to make the roster. So it's going to be competition for players to make a spot and to become starters. And you have to like that. And if the Cowboys are looking at getting quality veterans, possibly to trade, you think about some of the draft picks that we've had, later round picks, some of them have panned out, Deron Bland being a 5th round pick, Dak Prescott being a 4th. But for the most part, we don't get that much help late in the draft. And if you can bring in a quality veteran that's an immediate plug-and-play guy, man, that would be fantastic news for where I'm standing. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with this. But the Cowboys, they didn't say anything at the press conference. But sometimes that kind of lets you know that maybe some things are working. And maybe for once, they're really trying to be like an NFL team and get some shit done. We can only hope that's the case. Yeah, we can only hope. Alrighty, now I got to get my string trimmer out and do my edging and do this damn hill over here. Got to get the yard looking good for the damn groundhog because, for the damn groundhog. I don't know, have any, this is what's crazy is I've got one of the ring lights. For us, it's a spotlight camera and stuff on there. And the damn groundhog and the squirrels keep setting the damn thing off. The funny thing is, it seems like the groundhog and the squirrels are in cahoots. They're over here playing like 7:30 in the morning. My thing is just going off like crazy, and they're just kind of hanging out together. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? Groundhogs and squirrels? Shit's just crazy. Alrighty, good people. Have a good Taco Tuesday, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.